Right, we're back. Set the timer. Continue. I wonder if we actually get to play as Havoc at all. Like, I'm assuming he's not going to join the team all of a sudden because they, you know, they punch themselves in the face as brothers. They kissed and made up.
Time you freaks learned a lesson. Combo!
Thanks for playing. Just what I needed.
Combo!
Combo. I guess now that he's back, we don't need this. I don't know which one of these would be good. Not really any of them. Like, he doesn't need to run faster or attack faster. Doesn't have projectiles. I'm assuming his beam isn't considered projectiles. Minus 20% physical damage. It's not like he really takes a hit. This one here will give him a little additional damage, I guess. It's about the only one. Alright, 23 for that one. So this I'm assuming that the later versions of this is probably going to be like group. So this could be useful actually. Maybe I'll save some points. Because this sounds like something that would potentially be like a group buff in later versions, while you know some other stuff like ones that improve their own like magma form or whatever would be solo only, but it's got leadership. Yeah, let's put leadership.
Too heavy.
Too heavy. It doesn't look heavy at all. Bring these walls faster. You have to do like a 1-2 punch combo to destroy them. Usually you have to do like 1, 2, 3. Wolverine too strong. Because I'm Wolverine. I mean, do I need a reason? Wolverine doesn't need a reason to smash things.
Incoming!
He wants to make sure the stuff doesn't get used again. Oops. Does this place still have power, by the way? It seems pretty abandoned. You think somebody would have shut off the power at some point? It's finishing the job, yeah.
Let's see what you got.
You ain't getting up from that.
Cyclops and Havoc power cancel each other because they're brothers. Yeah. Pretty much, right? Maybe it's like, you know, when you have like when you have sound and you have like another wavelength of the same sound, but it's just like out of phase, they cancel each other out. So maybe their energies somehow cancel each other out. So they're just out of phase with each other.
Going down.
You ain't worth my time.
Havoc is confusing because he doesn't have like a circle underneath him, so it's not obvious he's on my team.
Ain't no one standing in my way.
Time you freaks learned a lesson.
What was used for the next weapon project, which is Deadpool. Yeah, I guess so. I think they would have left the walls alone, though. Logan is single-handedly raising the taxes in Canada because they have to refurnish this entire place after he passes through. Probably costs like billions of dollars of damages. Thanks, Logan, for raising taxes. That's a bad idea.
You're going down.
Who's next?
No!
These are great skirmishers, by the way.
Think you're bad, Mutie?
Incoming!
Medic!
Sweet dreams, sucker.
Time you freaks learned a lesson.
Lesson learned.
Guess you didn't want a piece of me.
Sure didn't miss anything. Where's all the water go as soon as you destroy that thing? It just poof. Instantly just vaporizes.
You're going down. Combo!
Sweet dreams, sucker.
I know, right? Dusk. Challenge Nightcrawler. Yay. Still missing Cyclops, so I'm assuming that's one I probably had access to earlier and I missed. But the healer dude hasn't had it shown up on his list. Maybe those challenges don't show up on his list. Maybe only the regular stuff. So. Well, they did mention the grab bag could potentially get that stuff, but man, those grab bags are not cheap. Although I guess I could save scum those grab bags, maybe. Chair is getting in my way.
I'm on it. Got it.
Exactly. Especially when Havoc stands in the doorway and blocks your way. Freaking hell, Havoc. Alright, fine. You just stand there and take all the damage. I don't care. Fuck.
Heads up, people.
See if I care. D-block. So I'm assuming if Scott didn't get that head injury as a kid, he'd be able to use his powers like Havoc. Because you got the head injury, you can only shoot it out of his eyes.
Let's see what you got.
You have to level up. Expertise, I guess. Sure.
Who's next?
Master Sniper. It's a sniper of like 2 feet. Ripple my energy.
Lousy mutant!
Say goodnight, Bob.
Focus 401.
Think you're bad, mutie?
Maybe you ought to stay down.
70 keycard. It's called NFC. Fucking Havoc just keeps getting in my way. Executioner hood. That's an upgrade for him. Level 20, generate 50% energy more quickly, plus 100 or 80 plus to 100 damage to mutants. I mean, might as well. I mean, it'd be good against bosses, especially. Wish this game had trophies. There would probably be a trophy for like destroying every wall in an area.
Let's see what you got. No!
All right.
So you can weld this shut, right?
Yeah.
Havoc, jeez, get out of the way, buddy.
I'm on it.
Combo!
So how many times have I sold and picked up that Black Thomas cane at this point? Surprise! Expect me to smash through the wall, did you? Just said, oh yeah!
See what you got.
I need to play more Red Faction. This game is giving me a niche to play some Red Faction again.
You're lucky you're still breathing.
Is it shooting me through a wall? Is it actually successfully shooting me through the wall?
Who's next? I'm on it.
Combo!
We got incoming! That was a blast.
You're going down!
I don't have enough power.
Ooh, yeah. Ain't no one standing in my way. Got it.
We're getting a lot of experience here, considering we both leveled up, like we're leveled up really quickly. I didn't even notice the numbers, but... Let's see... Let's max out Optic Blast. Max out my Eviscerate.
I don't care what you do to me. Just don't harm the Astral Gate. It is my life's work.
What in the blazes is an Astral Gate?
I won't tell you muties anything.
And these guys really like to die, don't they? One of the X-Men psychics could use their mental powers and rip the information from your mind. It'd be very, very painful for you. Or, you know, you could slice off his limbs one by one till, you know...
You wouldn't. You couldn't. Yes, you would. It is a device that allows non-psychic people to enter the astral plane.
So we can get the entire X-Men team on the astral plane? That'd be very useful.
You can't take this. I won't allow it.
You and what army? The number of mutants you probably tortured to create the astral gate. I think we have more right to use it than you. And by the way, you really had nothing to fear. The X-Men psychics would never read minds unless they're given permission. I don't know, Emma Frost would.
I need more power to do that. Let's see what you got.
Must resist urge to destroy astral gate. That guy's bomb-proof, apparently. Lucky him. Doesn't work. It's useless. It's apparently adamantium proof. Oh, we just like leave it alone. That's plot armor, yep. So obviously we're gonna have to go into the astral plane to save Professor X. After we like finish these two, I guess. Self-leveling mutants, powers being bomb-proof, yeah.
Let's see what you got.
I mean, somebody could be a mutant who has like a power of invulnerability and they wouldn't realize it, because unless you get to a situation where, you know, you potentially die, it's kind of hard to realize that, you know, you're actually invulnerable, right? Nobody would put themselves in a situation where they die. There's gonna be tons of like undiagnosed mutants out there. But of course, Cerebro will be able to find them, I guess, so there's that.
Time you freaks learned a lesson.
Guess you didn't want a piece of me.
Yay, we need to destroy the wall. This time on purpose. But which wall is it? So I gotta destroy them all to find out. Wasn't that one? Damn it, Havoc, get out of the way. Stop standing inside of doorways, man. Havoc really lives up to his name.
You ain't getting up from that.
The door was opening. It's like, nope. Screw the door. I think there'd be something that would, like, unlock that one. Missed the chair. Chair actually dropped an item.
Don't have enough power.
Book up there.
Time you freaks learned a lesson.
So is that new objective? I'm assuming that gotta free that dude who was in there. Free the imprisoned mutants from their cells. Other powers worked on him and vice versa. Maybe he was like a stepbrother.
Let's see what you got.
Or so they think. Might have happened 9 months after the mom, went on a vacation with the tennis instructor.
Combo!
Good night, Bob. Run while you got the chance.
Think you're bad, beauty? Medic!
When mom and dad were kidnapped by the Shi'ar and Scott and Alex were kids, mom was like 6 months pregnant. Gave birth in space and then died sometime later. Good old comic logic.
Think you're bad, beauty?
Yeah. You think Kingdom Hearts lore is convoluted? Just imagine, like, you know, 50 plus years of comic book lore for a certain character. With all the different diverging, like, universes and everything. And
Next.
Time you freaks learned a lesson.
missed.
Combo!
Keep trying.
Let's see what you got. Say goodnight, Bob. Combo!
All right.
Marvel's rough with the two because it's never rebooted anything, yeah. It's gotta do parallel universes, that's all. It's like the Spider-Verse.
No good.
Inventory full. It's a full-size focus enhancer. I think Jean Grey was using like a basic one. Need to grab that. Kind of universe merge. Drop. Should grab the power enhancer. That one's actually worth decent money to sell. Wolverine.
Think you're bad, Mutie? I'm the best at what I do.
Spider-Man has been stuck being 17 to 27 years old for the past 60, 70 years. Married and unmarried and Mary Jane 4 to 7 times. Yeah, pretty much, right? So many different Spider-Man universes. Dude must be like mentally broken at this point. Damn it, not again. You know, after a certain number of times, you just like, it's like, it's like, yeah, this is gonna happen. God damn it, stop moving so I can use my thing with. It's been running for 60 years, only 10 years has passed in the universe. Well, I mean, considering like comic books would come out, like, say, once a month. I mean, it's not like there's a month of time between, you know, the actual comics releases. I mean, that could be happening like a week later or like a couple days later after the events in the previous comic book, right? One of them was watching her melt into water. Was she a wicked witch or something? You know, Havoc's keeping them from cutting each other's throats.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was the next on the test list.
What's going on here?
They're experimenting on us. On mutants. They treat us like lab rats.
Who's doing this? Department H? Canadian Secret Service?
No, I'm pretty sure the General is American. Part of something called Operation Vigilance.
What general?
General
They share Jean Grey.
He's the cold-blooded monster in charge of this slaughterhouse. He called mutants a plague. Said he was gonna make sure we never threatened the security of mankind again.
Where's Kincaid now?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just glad he left. Oh, the horrors I've seen that man commit.
Don't worry, it's over now. You're free.
She's a clone. When he describes the Grinch's uglier brother was banging, said clone. Yep. Damn muties. Loading screen, yeah. That looks like he's shaving or something.
Let's head back to the mansion. We have to tell Professor X about this Operation Vigilance program.
I'm not going with you.
Why? Because you're part of the Brotherhood?
You really should listen to what Magneto has to say, Scott. He intends to get mutants the respect they deserve.
Magneto's a violent man, Alex. Do you realize that if Colossus hadn't been there, the nuke plant you and your friends visited would have had a meltdown? Thousands of people would have died. Think that would have gotten you respect?
I didn't know the reactor had been damaged. No. This is war. A war for our freedom. Magneto said people would have to die before it was over. And you're never gonna understand. Goodbye, Scott.
Let him go, Psych. Let him go.
Psych. Where are the rest of these mutants? They're just hanging out here. You're free to go, by the way. You don't have to stay in there. You can leave. You too. You can go now. Like, I don't know how to walk anymore. Yeah. Act like a terrorist, and yeah, pretty much everybody's gonna treat you like a terrorist. Speedrunning, yeah. Mission complete. Your work isn't done yet. Go back to Mansion. I guess I could have done those in either order. I did the astral plane first or whatever. Well, they were on the same side for a bit, and I guess they just had a falling out. And he was like, hey, humans are trashed.
Scott, it was horrible. Charles, it got Charles.
Jean, Emma, calm down. Who got Professor Xavier?
Shadow King. I felt his presence just before Professor Xavier helped us escape.
Uh-oh. That ain't good.
We have to get additional help and rescue Charles immediately.
Both of you take it easy and tell me exactly what happened.
Charles Xavier, I demand a word with you.
Of all the times. Okay, people. Let's split into 2 teams. Some of us will go meet Magneto. The rest of us will stay here and watch over the professor.
2 teams. Oh, I guess it's a bad guy that'll, Rogue. Hell no. Get out of my party, Rogue.
Jean Grey. Storm.
More chain lightning goodness. So the thing when Xavier was forming the original X-Men, like Xavier could walk and Storm was 12 years old. Wow. The new show? No. Heard it's pretty good though.
I did not call for his children. I want Charles Xavier immediately.
Professor is not here, but we speak for him.
Very well. You have undoubtedly heard of the torture chambers Havoc uncovered in Canada. This should prove to you that humans see us as little more than animals.
Animals. You know, that's what a few misguided monsters would do when filled with hate rather than reason.
Xavier has brainwashed the lot of you. There's also the small matter of a prisoner you've taken.
Well, it makes sense because...
You are free. Come and join your master.
Oh, bloody lovely! I knew you'd come. He's the greatest, I told him. Magneto don't forget about his loyal followers. No, sirree! He's a stand-up bloke, he is a...
Enough, Toad.
Right you are, sir.
Yeah, so, like, this part here not being voiced makes sense because our team is not guaranteed, right? So you can have a totally different team here, so they would have to have, like, multiple potential voice actors. Like, they would need to have, like... They would need, at the minimum, considering you could have 3 of your characters not voiced and 1 character that has a voice. And how many people do you get to choose from? Like 8 to 10? So you would need to have, like, at least, 5 or, like, 5 to 7 voices in case you choose the 3 people that aren't voiced, right? So, yeah.
I came to offer you a chance to redeem yourselves as Homo superiors. Join me, Battle lines have been drawn and the time for war draws near.
It's Tony J.
Think about it. He's right. He has the power to create better lives for all mutants.
The thing that doesn't make sense though is like there are situations where your party is like, well, I guess it's not guaranteed. That's true because I was gonna say there's times where your team is guaranteed because like when you're in the astral plane, we have Xavier plus Jean Grey and Emma Frost. Like those three are always going to be in your party. But Jean Grey and Emma Frost's lines aren't voiced because if they do die during the battle, the only one that gives you a game over if you die is Professor Xavier. So his lines are voiced, but their lines aren't not because if Jean Grey dies, her lines might be taken over by Emma Frost, right? So
I have restored my headquarters on Asteroid M. From there, I will create a new world order. One where Homo superiors take their rightful place as gods, at the top of the genetic food chain.
Cease all mutant activity or face instant termination.
Got it.
Combo! Combo!
2,706 damage extra. It's a little bit of extra damage there.
Combo! Combo!
Sentinels are weak at hit. Gotta replace that with Nightcrawler. Not that we ever use Nightcrawler. Striking the answer to Wolverines have the agility. Still this one over and over again because it keeps dropping. Yeah. Yeah, they just have to use Storm. She'll just use wind to, like, make it all disappear. That's all we have. So far I haven't seen anything better than, like, basic nanofiber. Maybe Forge Cell's better. I'll show you in a second. Oh, here we go. We can make nanofiber armor now. 5,000 bits. Let's make a couple. Let's make 4 for the A-team. So, of course, you got the, Wolverine, Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Storm. You also have Nightcrawler, you got Beast, you got Colossus, Emma Frost, Gambit, Iceman, Jubilee, Magma, who's like the quote-unquote main character in this one. Seems to center around her. Rogue. That's about it. Still 2 missing spots. Well, you can, but only during the astral plane sequence. So you get to play as him, and he's like level 40 and like super OP, right? Yeah, maybe one of those is Magneto, like post game kind of thing, like New Game Plus. Maximoff. So what's your objective right now? Oh, it's more sentinels. Waiting for them to show up. They're taking their sweet time. Yeah, it makes sense.
Combo!
Sweet dreams, sucker.
Combo!
Need a hand.
Okay.
All right. I ain't doing so good here.
Sweet dreams, sucker.
Oh yeah, just 5 left. Wolverine!
Cease all mutant.
You see? Violence is all humanity has to offer us.
Doesn't he ever shut up?
It's a lot of Colossi.
No!
Main target acquired. Primary objective secured. Withdrawn.
Could totally have handled all of those.
Follow them! X-Men, no! We need to regroup.
Those Colossus could have like just finished off all the X-Men if they wanted to. There's like 1 billion of them all of a sudden. Like they could easily just wipe out the entire Xavier Institute. But no. Magma again. Look at Emma and Jean. Beast and Storm. Find Wolverine, talk to him. So we got a new thing with Wolverine and Cyclops probably. When he says like find X and talk to them means like, oh, bonus episode thing. Yeah, but then who would have stopped Jean? Emma Frost. Yeah, we never got a Jean Grey comic book. I wonder if that's one I missed. Astonishing X-Men. Didn't get any new ones. Actually, I've never looked at Emma Frost's. This one has like more skin. And in the like loading screen, she has like an X kind of badge holding that top part together. And this one's like, nah. Middle child of a wealthy Boston family, Emma was majority stockholder of a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate that dealt in electronics and transportation. With the aid of her personal charms, high intelligence, and her psionic powers, she swiftly rose power to a very young age. She was eventually named chairwoman of the board and CEO of Frost International. Once her mutant powers had fully activated in her teenage years, Emma discovered she was telepathic and could convert her body to organic diamond substance that was as hard as a real diamond. Young and impetuous, she became a member of the group of evil mutants known as the Hellfire Club, and fought the X-Men several times. But Emma eventually saw the error of her ways and joined the X-Men. What is with her neck? That looks like a very uncomfortable... like, what is it? So some of these like positions just seem like anatomically like wrong. Like it just like what the hell? It's just weird. It's like that one in like Jubilees. There's also another one that's like she's just got this weird like just looks like she's just breaking her spine over there. Really weird designs. That's what happens when your 3D modelers don't study anatomy. It's like, I think this is what a woman looks like. It's good enough. What's up, bub?
You're one tough chick, Allison. You've seen more action in the past couple of days than most people see in a lifetime.
What are those Sentinels gonna do with Magneto?
I wouldn't worry none about Magneto. He can take care of himself. Those Sentinels got no idea the amount of destruction that's gonna be unleashed on him.
See you later, Wolverine.
See you, Pebbles.
That's what we get from Wolverine? So we get like some sort of bonus episode or something? Yeah, Jubilation Lee. Which definitely sounds like a fake name. Yeah. Definitely looks like a pose you wouldn't be able to hold for long. Lord of Arcana is done. Congratulations. Now to play the extra quests. Now for New Game Plus. You had to complain about Freedom 4s, yep. Hopefully that one's better. This is the only one we got. I wish it would tell you which ones are new when you pick up new ones. What is Archangel's special power? I'm not super familiar with Archangel. Wings. It's his ability, flying. The ability to, like, every other mutant has. She keeps throwing her suitcase in different areas. Every time I look there, there's suitcase in a different spot. Weircom Core. Phoenix. What those outfits? When did we get those outfits? For like a New Game Plus thing. Shadow King. Classic Wolverine. Well, I mean, there's plenty of them, right? Some cool art there. So it kind of makes sense. Especially some of these you only see once. Metal wings, wing feathers, it calls paralysis. Survive flying at Mach 3. Flies like an eagle. Still sounds like sucky superpowers. As mutants go. Unlike, you know, you got somebody like Storm that controls friggin' the weather. Like, yeah, she can fly using the wind. Create tornadoes. Lightning. And then Archangel can just fly. That's all he does. He flies. Be impressed. Yeah. That's probably why you never really hear about them in terms of, like, you know, the X-Men. Like, everybody knows Wolverine, everybody knows Cyclops, everybody knows Storm, right?
Ah, Allison. What can we do for you?
Yeah. Definitely. Who's Magma?
Why is Professor Xavier unconscious?
I don't understand it myself, Allison. His vital signs are stable. His body is completely intact. There's no physical reason for him to be in a coma. But we are dealing with psychic matters. Not an area of my expertise.
That's the thing, though. She's not an OC.
What can we do to get him back to normal?
His mind must be set free from the astral plane so it can return to his body.
Like, if anything, she definitely got more, like, backstory in this single game than she got in her entire appearance in, like, in comics, right? Original wings were bird wings, they had to be amputated. Apocalypse gave him metal wings, turned him into the Horseman of Death. I guess that's why he's Archangel now.
What if his body was damaged before his mind was freed from the astral plane?
If the professor dies here, he would cease to exist on the astral plane as well. An option we don't even dare to consider.
Maybe I'll come back later to check on Professor X.
We'll see you later.
Hello, Allison. The professor's condition is unchanged.
Yeah. He wasn't like, you know, another Phoenix or something.
Maybe I'll come back later to check on Professor X.
We'll see you later.
Ilyana, I would like you to meet Magma, the newest addition to the X-Men.
Hello, Magma. I am pleased to meet you.
How are you feeling?
I am fine, but your Dr. Beast insisted I remain in the bed. This is most frustrating. All I want to do is go and feel the sun upon my face.
Nonsense, Ilyana. You need your rest. Later, I will carry you and your bed outside.
There are times when I think you have more brawn than brain, big brother.
Think.
You must be very happy to see Colossus again.
Duh, that is true. But it saddens me that Professor Xavier is trapped on the astral plane with that Cossack Shadow King.
Sounds like somebody trying really hard to do a Russian accent.
Ilyana. We will save Professor Xavier.
Any idea why Shadow King attacked you?
Oh, yes. Shadow King loved to brag. He explained in great detail that I was merely bait to trap Professor Xavier. He also mentioned that with the professor out of the way, someone else would be able to carry out their plan.
Yeah.
Any idea who wanted the professor out of the way?
Yet. All I know is that it was someone in the real world.
Yeah, she's definitely not, like, natural at it. Like, Colossus sounds like he's just doing the accent naturally, right?
I'll stop by later, Ilyana.
Good. I could use some company other than my overprotective big brother.
Is it so wrong that a brother be concerned about his little sister?
But that one, I'm surprised that one wasn't the talk to whatever. Victim of a legacy virus, kidnapped Limbo for 7 years, learned magic, became the queen of Limbo. I'm sure all that's part of this game too. Did we fight a new... We did not. It's been a while since we fought a new mutant. Yeah, we definitely missed these two. All these new challenges I'm getting are like showing up in these later ones. Oh, I missed one. To check healer again. I kind of don't want to do this. Then well, I guess if I get the item, I can give it to Iceman, but Iceman sucks. Focus. Wolverine looks like he's trying to pop a zit.
The training course has loaded. You may commence.
Defeat Astral Fiend 2 times, defeat 5 enemies.
Generating opponent.
Okay.
Combo!
Congratulations. You have successfully completed the course.
Alright. That was hard.
The course is now active.
Got it.
Good luck. Excellent.
Combo!
Generating uplift. All objectives have been successfully
I think
achieved.
Jean Grey's a little
The
too
course is now
overpowered.
complete. Well,
He's a little too overpowered. You successfully bodied everybody. You may leave now. Nightcrawler, agility of the acrobat. Been a while since I used Nightcrawler. Recommended level 22. I'm not sure what level he is right now. He's probably like level 17.
the training course is activated. Begin.
Beat Toad. Alright, what we got for abilities here? He's level 21. He's got 10 points. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Teleport, leap. These don't really do too much damage. Flurry. Yes, does way more damage. Chance that Nightcrawler will rescue friends from death as they die within range once per minute. Make it so he's like guaranteed to save somebody. Sucker Punch. Bonus to critical chance of executing a teleport attack. It's 15% bonus. I'll grab these. Just sounds like a useful thing if you ever put in my party.
Generating opponent.
There's Toad. Here were these bastards.
Generating opponent.
Shame you weren't stronger.
Generating opponent.
You X-Men are on the show.
All objectives have been successfully achieved.
Drop something.
The course is now complete. Well
Try it
done.
again. But faster this time. %, damage to Nightcrawler's teleport attacks, plus 5 agility. Sure.
Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
I believe I run that.
Generating opponent.
What's the matter? Can't you keep up with me?
Well done. Your course is now complete.
Yeah. It seems like once you finish it, you can't get the extra credits. I've pretty much confirmed that with multiple dudes. Like, you have to get the extra credits on the first attempt, and that's it. Which is weird. It also seems like you don't get any item drops when you do the second attempts. So hopefully we don't get to a point where we don't have enough credits to continue because we don't have the bonus credits. Especially when we're getting things that aren't dropping. Although it looks like these things here, these challenges, don't give you credits anyways. So your reward is, I mean, the extra credits, I guess, would help, but oh, I have to get rid of the equipment later ones. That's annoying. Of course, probably makes more sense anyways. It's like these guys are wearing a lot of equipment. Their mutant powers are usually like their main equipment, if you will. Does Healer have that missing... No, he doesn't have the missing one. Why are these so expensive now? Oops, didn't mean to do that shit. Shouldn't allow you to sell one that's like on somebody. I don't know whose I just sold there, but it's equipped on someone. Wolverine. Storm Jean Grey. I don't know. Wasn't one of the A-team, so whatever. So I wonder if I save and try grab bag, if I can end up getting one of those missing. It'd be nice to get like Cyclops, and yeah, Cyclops is the main one who's missing, like his level 20 item of the A-team. So boosting his damage by 20% would be pretty nice. The Crown of Apocalypse. Damn, level 35. It's a nice item, I guess. Although -2 body, -2 focus kind of sucks. But level 35? Hells no. Yeah. Games based on movies usually a bad idea. The main issue, of course, is the crunch, right? Like they need to release them generally to coincide with the movie's release, which means a very quick development cycle. So yeah, they don't have time. They can't delay it. So they tend to be pretty ass. There's the rare exception. Like I remember like Spider-Man 2, for example, being like an amazing game. That was like a tie-in with the movie. But other than that, very, very few. Harmonic deflector. Wow, it's a rip-off. 18,000 bucks for a harmonic deflector. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Parents don't know that licensed games are total trash, right? Yeah, some of the kids' games are probably decent too. Yeah. Like Spider-Man 2 is I think one of the few games I ever bought like new. I don't know why. I don't know if I saw some reviews somewhere and I just like it's like, man, this thing looks good, and played it and it was absolutely freaking amazing just swinging around New York there. It was like the best thing ever. But like the kind of game I would never have purchased normally, right? Like I wouldn't go and buy like a movie tie-in game. I never did, but that one there just I guess some reviews somewhere just stuck with me like this looks awesome. So let me grab this. And sure enough, it was like an amazing game. Oh, exactly. That's what I mean though, and it being a tie-in, it felt like very polished for a tie-in. Like just makes you wonder like that team, like I don't know how much of a head start they got before the release, but I mean that game did not feel like a movie tie-in. Let's Crown of the Apocalypse again. Can we even like it did say that we can get Danger Disc with this, but what happens if we actually do get Danger Disc? Is it obvious? Since it seems to go to the item they actually got in the list, but Danger Disc not show up in this list, so I don't know. Was this supposed to be X-Men 1? Like this isn't a tie-in with the movie at all. Like this came out a couple of years after the movie. So yeah, this is not tied into the movie whatsoever. Obviously it came out because of the popularity of the movie, I'm sure. Like that definitely helped the development of it, but other than having, you know, Patrick Stewart as the voice of Professor Xavier there, there's no tie-in to the movies. They don't use any of the likenesses of the characters of the actors in the movies, etc. Oh, there you go. Oh, I got Rogue. I don't want Rogue. Let's just see out of curiosity where Rogues is. Was that one of the ones we missed early on? I guess I gotta just use the save point for the danger room. Yeah, it's one of the two that we missed over here. I mean, I never used Rogue, so I'm not gonna waste my money on Rogue. So it's one of the two, so I wonder if the other one's gonna be... Hopefully the other one is Cyclops. So we gotta keep saves coming. Would make sense because Cyclops was with our team since the beginning, so... The Patrick Stewart is Charles Xavier, yeah. I mean, you wouldn't be able to have, like... It's just like having... what's his face there as Wolverine. You wouldn't be able to have another actor and just be like, oh man, yeah, this is Wolverine. No, you're so used to having Wolverine as him, you can't change it. Yeah, this is definitely more like based on the cartoons than in any of the movies, which is why all the characters have this like heavy outline on them, make them look like cartoon characters. No, this came out after the movies. This came out in 2004. The movie came out, what, 2001? Something like that? The X-Men movie? X-Men movie. X-Men came out 2000 for the original X-Men. X2 came out in 2003, so, I mean, this was after the second movie. Like, I'm not sure which comic book series. I mean, it seems like a lot of the comics, like if you look at the comics that you pick up, the majority of them, at least for the main characters, is X-Men, X-Men Evolutions or something like that, or X-Men, Ultimate X-Men, something like that. Yeah, I think it's Ultimate X-Men. Well, I mean, you got an hour and a half movie, right? It's hard to put too much in those hour and a half long movies. The Crown of the Apocalypse. We like giving us this Crown of the Apocalypse. So here's a level 35 item. Good luck trying, I don't know, maybe we'll hit level 35 by the end of the game, but not holding my breath. I mean, Professor Xavier was like level 40, so the game definitely goes to at least level 40. Oh yeah, I mean, the look was pretty nice for the time. Especially if you're playing this like on a CRT or something like that versus an LCD, right? Throw in my LCD filters. Which you guys probably can't see too well. It doesn't look that great. No. I'm using an OLED, but RetroTink has some CRT filters that actually look pretty decent. But, you know, capture obviously is not going to be capturing like scan lines too well, so you guys probably can't see too much when I turn those on. Cyber's Revenge. Level 30? This doesn't seem like a level 30 item. We already have items that do something similar for like level 18 or whatever. Cyber's Revenge. Oh, I guess that bleeding thing acting with every punch versus like specific enemies or whatever. Alright, I want to see that second danger disc we're missing here. X-Men Windstorm is the latest line, yeah. That's definitely that's the best line. It's the most memed line ever. There's a bunch of toad facts, tells people after they killed somebody. Yeah. I mean, it's always gonna happen, right? But everybody knows that line because it's just so bad. Right. And imagine actually like spending 18,000 getting this electron deflector. It's like, yeah. Grab bag, all right. I mean, all these are definitely not worth anywhere near the money that he's charging for them, but I wish it was only $8,000 like before. I don't know why they jacked up the price. I guess they dropped better items potentially, but I'm trying to get like this old ass danger disc thing. Assuming it's even Cyclops. If it's not Cyclops, then I don't care. But I figure it's most likely Cyclops since he was available from the beginning. Thunderbird was a short-lived X-Men from North America. Died in his first mission. That would suck. Damn it. Alright, try 3 more times. If it doesn't come up, then screw this. Yeah, like everything else. I don't know though. If a toad got hit by lightning, it might just hop away. The lightning would probably go around it because it's probably like covered in water, like a slime. I don't know. I don't know if it would like go around it. It probably wouldn't feel too well though. Back to the comics since 1970-ish. Nice. Super DNA generator though. Right, 2 more times. You better just throw the grab bag back in his face and just give me a refund. I think I had like maybe like an extremely small handful of comics. Like maybe like 5. Really didn't read comics too much. My biggest knowledge of the X-Men was definitely from the TV series and the movies. One more. First appearance of Dr. Doom. There's probably some valuable comics out there with like certain characters' first appearances that became super popular later. It's like, you know, the first episode of like, was it Detective Comics or something like that that has Batman before Batman became a thing? Yeah. Much cheaper. Boo. Alright. I don't know what that last danger disc is, but more than likely it's gonna be Cyclops's, but whatever. No bonus damage for Cyclops. Hey, cassette Cobra. Going good. Trying to save Scum some, like, loot boxes, but not getting a good result out of it. First appearance of Superman sold for $250,000. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, how old is the Superman comic? Like, that's one of like the first comics, isn't it? Yeah, there's a lot of content in this one. Still have to find Cyclops and Emma and Jean. Cyclops is probably in the War Room, and Emma and Jean are probably in Cerebro. Yep.
Hi, Magma.
Finding anything on the computer?
I'm trying to track the movements of Havoc and the Acolytes. It looks as though they weren't able to catch up with the Sentinels.
So Magneto is the prisoner of whoever controls the Sentinels?
If he is, they would need extremely powerful methods of holding him in stasis. At Magneto's current output level, I don't think even the magnetic dampeners on the Arbiter could contain him.
Dark Phoenix, yeah. That is true. 1938 and Batman came out in 1939. Wow. It's like so long ago. Yeah. Before they were popular.
Who is Havoc?
He's my younger brother, Alex Summers.
I thought you two looked alike. So he's a mutant too?
Yeah. His powers work kinda like mine. Only he absorbs cosmic radiation, and he generates waves of plasma.
Did you see where Havoc and the Acolytes went after they lost track of Magneto?
I tried to, but they just suddenly disappeared. It's as if they vanished. I have no idea where they went.
Good luck finding Havoc.
Thanks, Magma.
Hopefully they want you to talk to him, but basically gives you no good information. Alright, girls in here. Yep.
Hello, Allison. What can we do for you?
What are you doing?
We're hoping to enter the astral plane soon and save Professor Xavier. But we have to study the situation a little first. Shadow King is extremely powerful.
I noticed there was no mention of the astral gate when, like, these guys met up and they talked about the astral plane, Professor Xavier being captured. Wolverine and Cyclops mentioned nothing.
Is Professor Xavier gonna be alright?
If he's ever to regain consciousness, we must return to the astral plane and free him so that his mind will be reintegrated into his body.
Yeah, I'm assuming Captain America was definitely designed for, like, you know, for the war. Like, he definitely feels like it was like a very pro-America thing. That's pretty much what he was designed for. Want to come and sell in the order of 1/20th or fewer issues per month? Yeah. Definitely very niche now, for sure.
Who is Shadow King?
Shadow King is a mental parasite who lives on the astral plane, but he can take over the body of a person in the real world. The X-Men have fought him several times.
Charles first met Shadow King a long time ago in Cairo, Egypt, back when Shadow King inhabited the body of a man known as Amal Farouk.
When he and Professor X met, it was hate at first sight. They wound up battling on the astral plane. Professor Xavier won, but just barely.
And it would appear Shadow King is still seeking vengeance. He's grown much stronger since our last meeting. Shadow King had little trouble capturing Charles.
Well, it made sense, you know, back pre-internet era. You know, when magazines were still, you know, were still a thing. So comic books were still popular. Nowadays, it's like, yeah, you can get all these fantastical adventures in completely different ways, right? Tons of movies and videos and everything.
What will Shadow King do to Professor X?
Knowing Shadow King, he'll torture Charles, causing him as much mental pain as possible. Then once he's had his fun, Shadow King will destroy Charles.
We can't let that happen.
Don't worry, Allison. It won't. The X-Men will see to that.
I'll let you ladies get back to work.
Thank you, Allison.
Well, when DC's become too complicated for their stories, yeah.
Back again, Magma?
I'll let you ladies get back to work.
Thank you, Allison.
Alright. Talk to everybody. Save first. Yeah, I'm sure Marvel's making way more money with the movies than they are from the actual comic books. Like I'm sure there's probably a spike in the popularity of the comic books when the movies came out. So they've probably sold more, but probably still like a very small number compared to, the previous decades.
X-Men, report to the war room, on the double.
Yep. Well, it's just like any printed media nowadays.
Okay, people.
Like
I
newspapers.
managed to track Havoc and the Acolytes for a short time after they left the mansion. They weren't able to catch up with the Sentinels, so we have to assume Magneto is being held prisoner.
Did you see where Havoc went once they lost Magneto's trail? Perhaps that would lead us to their headquarters.
I tried, but at one point they just vanished. It was like they were there one moment, gone the next.
But I, on the other hand, using the wonders of satellite technology, have determined the location of Asteroid M.
That's rare.
Robert, after all this time, how can you doubt my technical prowess?
Is that what Magneto was calling the Mount?
We believe so. It's his home base. A space station built into the core of an asteroid that's magnetically suspended several miles above the Earth. From the scans I've run, it appears to be both psionically and magnetically shielded.
Okay, so let's hop in the X-Jet, pop up there, and bust some skulls.
Because of the magnetic shielding, no spacecraft, not even the X-Jet, would be able to get near Asteroid M.
But how does the Brotherhood get there?
The Morlocks.
I beg your pardon?
I heard the Morlocks talking just before they nabbed me, and that space rock ain't the Mount. The Mount's here on Earth. I bet that'd be the only way to transport to Magneto's base. So what are we waiting for? Let's go pay the Morlocks a visit.
Morlocks. That is especially stubborn, has to read it every morning. Yeah, it's definitely rare. Just makes you wonder, like, how many like newspapers they actually sell nowadays? Like, is it like 1% of what they sold, like, 3 decades ago? It's like it's probably like a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of what they sold way back in the day. Like, how are they still printing the things and making money, right? It's crazy. Like, I'm sure the newspapers now are probably like 90% ads, because that's about the only way they can make money. Oh yeah, I mean, it's nothing like reading an actual, same thing with books, right? I'd much rather read like an actual physical book than like an e-book or something, but it's just like, it makes you wonder how much they're, like, how are they making money? Are they actually making profit at all with these things still being around? Let's make this quick. The sooner we question the Morlocks, the sooner we can find Magneto's base and stop this war before it gets started. Yeah, but those old people are dying off. Hired Marauders to kill him off. Goodies anywhere? Kindle, yeah. Yeah, for reading stuff, but still nothing compared to an actual, like, physical, you know, physical page. The only upside would be, like, I guess if you want to read it in the bed or something like that. It's definitely a lot easier with, like, something with a backlight of any kind versus, you know, an actual magazine.
I'm not doing anything wrong here, really.
I advise you to remove healer's potions in your pockets and put them back where you found them.
I was just looking at stuff, honest. I wasn't gonna take anything.
Tell you what, give us the information we need and we won't tell the other Morlocks you were trying to steal from the healer.
They tear me apart. Okay. You win. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Where is healer?
You went to see Mara a few hours ago. He hasn't come back since. He seemed pretty upset. Something about the Morlocks working with the Brotherhood. The healer wasn't too happy when he heard about that one.
Your healer normally gone this long?
Nah, he rarely leaves his shop for more than a few minutes. He's always afraid he'll miss someone who'll need medicine.
Mara must have taken him prisoner. Where's Marrow?
Nah, I don't know. But she's taken any Morlocks who will follow her and formed a small army. She calls them the Gene Nation.
Why is she doing this? She should know better than to work with the Brotherhood.
And she hopes we'll get a piece of the action when the Brotherhood takes over the world. I think she's fed up with her people being forced to live in the sewers.
I guess Jean just, like, unlocked the door with her mind. I think it's Jean Grey, but it's confusing though because she's got items that say it's like usable by Phoenix, but she's not Phoenix right now, so I don't know. Maybe she is. She's freaking OP still though, especially since she has like an ability that like boosts all her attacks by a significant amount. So even her like physical attacks are stronger than Wolverine's, which is kind of interesting. And of course her magic attacks are pretty strong too. Or like yeah, I mean obviously she's weak against things that are strong against psychic, but how many of those do we have, right? I mean, she's not technically hitting you, she's hitting you with...
walking away from this!
She got this, like, psychic, like, energy...
You lose.
That exudes from her fists, so she's not actually physically hitting you. Which of course means she can't destroy walls like Wolverine can. See, this guy was mental resistant, but you know, if she does 50% damage, she still does more damage than Wolverine most of the time. He's really OP.
You're in for a world of hurt! Combo!
Those barrels just landed upright.
You ain't walking away from this.
Said that. There's nobody around.
Okay.
Well, these walls are like destroyable for no apparent reason. It's like no need to have these walls destroyable, but you know, they did. We make a shortcut here. No shortcut.
Bring it on, Gene Joke.
Okay.
Sketchbook. Into the piss.
Soon you ain't gonna be so pretty.
I think she can't fly above that.
Ah, no!
Oh, so sorry about that.
Wolverine, help. I thought there was a door on the map too.
Got it.
There was no door.
This ain't over.
It's like the 6th or 7th cane I found. I keep selling it and it keeps showing back up. Yeah, see? It doesn't allow her to destroy like regular objects. She can destroy barrels and stuff, no problem, but regular objects, like, nah. Only Wolverine. Yep. I mean, destroying walls is fun, but sometimes you're required to destroy them.
You're in for a world of hurt.
Who's next?
Super DNA generator. It's bad all my guys are, well, I guess Cyclops doesn't have something that's, like, usable only by him kind of thing.
No! No!
Surprise, surprise!
This ain't over.
Who's next?
Soon you ain't gonna be so pretty.
Who's next?
I just need to use one ability and just absolutely destroys everybody every time. She is broken. Like, she's almost as powerful as Professor Xavier was, and he was level 40. She's like half his level. I wonder if any of the other mutants I don't use have the ability of having, like...
You don't belong here!
Like, an ability that increases attacks that of the same element that they use for their, like, other attacks. Like Storm getting, like, some energy boost or something like that.
You ain't walking away from this!
Storm and Cyclops definitely don't have anything, but...
Combo!
Who's next?
Book over there. Can't destroy walls with my psychic blasts. Wolverine.
Yeah.
You ain't walking away from this!
Satisfying.
Yes.
Ah, no!
Oh, so sorry about that.
Soon you ain't gonna be so pretty.
It's the best thing about this one. Well, only Wolverine can kind of destroy everything. Everybody else just seems to, like, ignore the actual walls and stuff.
I thought you were tougher than that.
Ow. One thing is, she can't take a punch to the face. If something does get through, it hurts.
You ain't walking away from this!
Oh, sure, but... Wolverine can just do it naturally. Okay, Wolverine, my one. Move out of the way. Book.
Okay.
Gotta redecorate a bit. Let's drop items too. Those packs of barrels. Much better. Gotta destroy everything. Nope. Thing's too tough. Vulnerable. It's made of adamantium. I love how all these are fake pipes. They're like nothing. There's no holes in the walls or the floor. The pipes are just pointless. Hopefully nobody wanted to go up there. Nope, nothing else. Just want to make sure. Already missed some danger discs there. Trying not to miss more. Like the comics and stuff I probably could care less about, but... Although we definitely missed, like... I don't think we ever got one for Jean Grey. I'm assuming that one was probably early on I missed.
You ain't walking away from this!
Yes.
Well, shouldn't have attacked Jean.
Combo!
Mental resistant, huh? Too bad you're not mental immune.
You're in for a world of hurt!
Right.
Oh. Dream disc. One's hiding in Focus 402.
You weren't so tough.
Yes.
Yes.
All we did is split up those tires. Although occasionally Jean or one of the other characters will just like help attack something. Start punching something, they're like, alright, it's fine. You haven't leveled up in a while. Got a whole bunch of XP there during the Weapon X facility place. These guys, I guess, just don't drop a lot of XP. Storm. Oops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soon you ain't gonna be so pretty.
Got it.
Yes.
Surprise, surprise!
I thought you were tougher than that.
Wolverine definitely takes those things down a lot faster. Almost fell into those spikes there. That would have sucked. Like, rip, I don't know how much it costs to revive at this point, but probably not cheap.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're in for a world of hurt.
Who's next?
It's like murdered 4 of those guys just instantly. Why is she so strong? Just imagine her, I mean, I guess that's why Dark Phoenix is like the most dangerous thing in existence there, because she's this powerful in her normal form. Just imagine if she went like crazy and went to this like overpowered Dark Phoenix form.
Yes.
in for a world of hurt!
I thought you were tougher than that.
Go over with the raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome to Hack and Slash and Slice and Dice, the game. How's it going? What were you playing today? Metal Tech Earth Siege. Death's Door. Never heard of that one. How was that? Welcome, everybody. How's it going, Corey? How's it going, G0? Zerodine. Raven's Cry, Vendetta. Those all like RPG-ish games, I'm guessing. Needs to be added. Never. It's probably RPG light. RPG-ish. Wow, okay. Raven's Cry, never heard of it. What is Raven's Cry? Pirate RPG? I don't know. Is it like Sid Meier's Pirates kind of thing? Nope. Wikipedia. Raven's Cry is a 2015 action-adventure video game. There you go. Wikipedia states it as an action-adventure.
Don't mind me. I'm just standing here.
Plus, it's Windows only, so there's that. Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. So, yeah. I don't play PC games. I've definitely added games down the road. But it's not a console. Is it very like console-like in terms of the controls and stuff? I mean, if it came to console, it probably would have been like digital only. Although I guess I was like pre-digital, so.
Bring it on!
Oh no, wait, 2015. For some reason I was thinking 1995. Yeah, 2015.
Who's next?
Yeah. Could have been released digitally, but the problem with digital releases, even like on the consoles, there's still like licensing fees to go through, and it might have been just like not worth it.
Score one.
Combo. Oops, disc over there. Challenge Colossus. Yeah, we definitely missed like 99.9% chance Cyclops is that other missed one that we had. I know one of them is Rogue. Grab Bag doesn't want to give us Cyclops. Yeah, I don't know what they're even doing anatomically with Cyclops there. He's got, like, muscles on top of his muscles. It's just really weird.
Got it.
Nothing in this one. There's a hard time breaking a wooden ladder. She'll just absolutely destroy everybody's mind. That box just Anybody else just see that box just turn by itself? That was weird. Vendetta Curse of the Raven's Cry is actually the best Pirates RPG. Great atmosphere, outstanding graphics. It's DLH.net. Yeah, maybe in some weird telekinesis thing.
Soon you ain't gonna be so pretty.
No! No!
Maybe Jean Grey's using too much of her power and she's about to turn into Dark Phoenix. Wolverine, help.
Got it.
Thank you. Oh, wait, that's not a door. That should totally have been on a breakable wall. I mean, it was a breakable wall, you know what I mean, like a wall you can actually walk through. Not like a wall behind another wall. We didn't need that door. God, breaking walls in this game is so satisfying. Was my blast attack? I guess it landed and then just like a split second later flipped over, so it looked like it was stationary and it just like decided to reorient itself, I guess. It's weird.
Surprise! Surprise!
Yeah, they're definitely fun. Very fun hack and slashes. Basic inertial dampener. But no voice acting. Please, X-Men, free me from this cage. You'll have to find a mechanism to open that door. Just stand back, have Wolverine open that door. He'll do it in a flash.
You haven't forgotten about us, have you?
Wolverine, help.
Got it.
Yes.
Soon you ain't gonna be so pretty.
Yeah, this game with like multi-tap would have been fantastic.
Right.
Okay.
Love how I almost one-shot these goths that are mental resistant.
You ain't seen the last of me.
Right.
You're in for a world of hurt.
Yes.
Come on, get out of the way there, Storm.
Score one for the good guys.
Yeah.
Must clean up everything. Making it more of a mess there with those tires there. Disc. Oh, good. I wonder what happens if I miss a graduation exam. What happens then? That'd be the worst ones to miss out of any of these other ones. So I guess you're not continuing on. I'm assuming those ones would definitely show up on the healer. I didn't even notice if the healer was accessible during the extraction points when he was like locked away.
I should have known the X-Men would free me. Bless your hearts.
How come we didn't have dialogue in the first time we ran into this guy? When he told us to go open the latch, now he does. You okay?
Yes, yes. I'm quite unhurt. Marrow hasn't grown foolish enough to attack me.
Or were you imprisoned?
I think Marrow had heard enough of my complaining. Gene Nation, indeed. Marrow is going to split the Morlocks in two with her fantasy talk of living on the surface.
Is Marrow working with the Brotherhood?
Yes. She's ferrying the followers of Magneto. She helps them get to a place called the Mount. From there, they are transported to his base.
How's Marrow getting them to the Mount?
They are using something called the Gateway.
What is the Gateway?
I don't know, but I believe it to be in that room.
Get back to your shop.
Thank you, X-Men. I will.
Expect a big discount. Which room? Is there a room in here? Assuming we don't go back. Maybe we do. I don't know. I don't see any other exit out of this place. It's a nearby room, so we'd have to go back. But we've explored the map completely. At least it looks like we did. Maybe it's in this little room over here. Yeah, this gate was locked before, I think. But looking at this, it looks like the room is already explored, so... It's a lie. Hi, who are you? Looking to get to the Mount. Is there some sort of gateway in here? Please, we need to get to the Mount so we can stop Magneto. He's going to start a war. Fancy. Guess we have to go through there if we're going to find the Mount. Let's go. I don't know if I trust walking through that thing. Like, close it up as soon as, like, halfway when you're walking through it. Yeah. These guys wanted the sun. What is this place? How far were we transported? X-computer, triangulate on my signal. Tell me where we are.
Your present location is longitude west, 78.52.13, latitude south, 1.3.22.
Depending on cloud cover around here, apparently it should be 90-something% here in Ottawa, so I'll be staring straight at it. Over at the equator. Computer, notify someone in the mansion they need to bring the X-Jet down here to pick us up.
Affirmative.
Guess it's a little time to do some investigating. I'm sure it'll be cloudy. It'll just get dark all of a sudden.
so sorry about that.
She is not sorry. Can't do any damage. So many people traveling to see this before I need to be cloudy the whole time. Yeah. I'm sure there's probably like lots of like weather things where, you know, people know the best places to be for tomorrow. But of course, you know, weather is never accurate, so you're like, yeah, it's a nice clear day, and next thing you know, it's just cloudy. And over here.
Prepare to meet your doom. Who's next?
Mental resistant. How dare they? Mental resistance. Yeah, well, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people. There's gonna be like a really high amount of traffic for one thing, so it's definitely like
X-Men, join us or die.
it's definitely gonna be like a lot more accidents happening around that time. Guaranteed, there's gonna be a lot of people admitted to the hospital for staring right at the damn eclipse without protection. People burned retinas. I mean. 2 weeks? Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, that could definitely happen. People like stopping on the road, staring up the sky, and other people like driving and like looking up the sky while they're driving and not looking in front of them, and then bam, right? There's gonna be tons of accidents, guaranteed. So it's definitely a good idea to like not be on the road while this thing is happening, because
Right.
yep. Be safe tomorrow.
Okay.
You're traitors to the human race.
Better luck next time.
There's definitely something here. Challenge magma. Magma's challenge. Book 2.
Prepare to meet your doom.
Who's next?
Yeah.
Okay.
Transport conduit. Feels like it's been a really long time since my dude's leveled up. Like, how close are we to leveling up now? Yeah, we're pretty close.
Okay.
Like,
I'm on it.
we're like one hit away from leveling up.
Yeah.
For her, at least.
Will do.
Got it.
2093? Wow, yeah. Pretty sure not many of us are going to be around for 2093 at this point. I mean, I'm definitely not going to be around for 2093. Unless, like, you know, technology exists to, like, put your memories into, like, an AI or something.
Never thought you'd get this far, ex-ladies.
Be transporting mutants up to Asteroid M, isn't it?
You punks aren't as dumb as you look. With the coming war and all, we've been very busy transporting new recruits.
Why come here? Why doesn't Gateway move mutants directly to Asteroid M?
The little guy's powerful, but he can't reach that far.
We're gonna shut you down, Avalanche.
Give it your best shot.
Combo! Super combo!
Super combo! Wow, it's the first time I got that.
You X-Men ain't so strong, are you?
Super combo!
It's a double super combo. Super combo!
So much power.
All right.
Extreme combo!
Combo!
Looks like the nice guys come in last again.
Combo breaker! Whoop. Rip. There's no way up to Asteroid M now. Let's regroup back at the mansion.
We are standing on the edge of an abyss, and by God, our very existence depends on immediate, decisive action. There is no negotiating with the mutant blight. Ladies and gentlemen, I offer you a way to eradicate it before You have the audacity
Silence, human! Your plans to destroy mutant kind will not come to fruition. This pitiful attempt failed, but it has sealed your fate. Let your followers know that it was you who set this war in motion, and let their anguished cries keep you warm in the days to come.
This isn't working out the way you promised.
Don't be so naive, Havoc. How can we ever hope to live peacefully with a species that regards us as abominations?
But using this gravitron of yours is madness.
Then let madness be the mother of change.
No! I won't let you do this!
Only through force will they realize that we are not merely their equals. We are their superiors. And on the 8th day, I looked down upon creation and said, "Let there be darkness." You set these events in motion the first time you laid hands on one of us. You have always looked down upon mutants, feared us, hated us. And now you shall reap what you have sown.
Well, rip the earth.
The decision is yours. Will a new day dawn where my children will no longer hide in fear, or will it be forever?
No. That was just like sending those down to the surface, just like surrounding it. How many freaking?
I'm Deborah Owens. It's been 2 weeks since mutant leader Magneto began using his powers to encircle the Earth with asteroids. Currently, 90% of the sun's energy is being blocked from our atmosphere. As a result, there has been a 20-degree drop in the world's median temperature. At the UN, world leaders spoke out today, denouncing Magneto as barbaric and calling for retaliatory action.
I know, right?
In the US,
she's very professional.
stated that military forces have focused their attention on finding Magneto's base.
Citizens of Earth, I am Magneto. I have 3 demands which must be met unconditionally. First, all anti-mutant programs are to be terminated immediately. Second, the island of Genosha in the Indian Ocean will be granted to me as a sovereign nation. Finally, General William Kincaid will be handed over to me for trial under mutant law. If my demands are met,
I don't know how the where all these asteroids come from.
Defied, the chill you feel now will become the endless winter of your discontent. The choice is yours.
Like that many asteroids would be like the volume of the moon. Like, did you just like destroy the moon and have like the asteroid pieces come and surround the Earth? Like, where did all these asteroids come from?
Since Magneto surrounded the Earth in asteroids, things are really starting to fall apart. Humans are close to declaring all-out war against mutants. I wish Professor X were here. He'd know what to do. I hope they figure out a way to help him escape from Shadow King.
Shadow King. For the X-Mansion. All these like students just like laying around half the time. It's like sitting on the floor. I mean, sitting, just laying down on the floor. Because why not? It really sucks that they add new ones just middle of nothing. Like, I think the more like Tunnels is a new one. This Harp Interior, maybe? Sewers Healer? I don't know. It's originally from Germany. It becomes the Phoenix. Cyclops' brother Havoc. This is like trivia I should have done like later in the game, not like early in the game. Now that we've like encountered a lot of this stuff. He was forced to slay the father of a woman he loved. See, this thing hasn't been like told in the game at all yet. Like some of these are, unless maybe in the bios. I don't remember seeing that in Wolverine's bio. Unless he's got something in here. I think the only thing that was examinable here is the flag, which, yeah, doesn't have anything to do with the woman he loved. X-Men team member doesn't have time for the sins, yeah. X-Mansion. It's super dark now. Good thing most of our energy doesn't rely on solar. But burn up those fossil fuels. Can't get by. I thought it's still sunny. I don't think there'd be like light streaming through here if 90% of the thing was covered. Just saying. They kind of forgot to like get rid of these like external lights. Sketchbook. I'm not going back upstairs. Yeah, maybe. It'd be pretty bright in here, though. I imagine the lights here would be like outshining like any sort of outside lights, though. Gambit. Yeah, we definitely missed Jean Grey somewhere. Not that she needs more power, but, you know. There's nothing here about his love either, so I don't know. I don't know where to get that information in game. It seems like most of the other trivia is like in-game trivia. Like you'll get some information somewhere in the game. Maybe eventually when you talk to him he mentions it or something. I guess all the X-Men are downstairs. Is they're not upstairs or on this level. Hasn't gotten any new discs. I only saw that disc that one time, so I figured every time, like, if you miss some discs, he's gonna have them. But maybe they're only in the grab bag from here on out. So it's like a freebie, sort of. So we definitely missed some other ones for the Danger Room. Like, not just, you know, not just the these two, one of them being Rogue and very likely the other one being Cyclops. I missed, there's one here. Yeah, I definitely missed this one here. Sabotage 402, probably. There's always a 401 and a 402. So I missed that one. We got all these ones at least. Yeah. Next level for that one. Next level for that one. Should save my points so I can grab both this and this next level. It's not really anything else that's worth getting right now anyways.
You may now begin your course.
Beat Astral Shade 2 times, defeat 10 enemies. We already do this one? Feels like we already did this
Generating opponent.
Okay.
Combo!
Generating opponent. An excellent job. You have completed all course objectives.
How did we not get the last thing? My experience restarting is not gonna get me to get that either. Only have one chance for those extra credits.
The course is now active. Good luck. Generating opponent. Generating opponent. Congratulations. You have successfully completed the course.
No, stand corrected. How did I not get the extra credits on the other ones? Like, some of those missions where I absolutely, like, did the thing in, like, 2 seconds, but I still didn't get the time thing. It's weird. Volcano's Might. Sold the Gladiator. Then I fill up my inventory with more stuff. At least with these ones I could just like equip them with it and then sell their old equipment. So I have to like manually like throw into my party for a second.
The training course has loaded. You may commence.
It's proven to be one of the strongest, most offensively powerful of the X-Men. Not really. This challenge she'll face 2 of her worst fears. Colossus. Yeah. So I'll do that. It gives her 80 to 100 extra damage to her melee attacks. It's pretty strong.
Well done. Excellent. Generating opponent. Nicely done. Good. Generating opponent. Good job. Generating opponent. Generating opponent. Generating opponent. Congratulations. You have successfully completed the course.
Easy peasy. Colossus. So shiny. Must buff and wax.
You may now begin your course.
Unmatched in sheer strength, I beg to differ. In this challenge, he must destroy alarms, defeat enemies, and come face to face with the villain whose power rivals his own. Juggernaut, I guess? Pyro?
Generating opponent. Again. Generating opponent. Superb.
I bet that hurt.
Generating opponent.
Son, I just burn you up, X-Men.
Generating opponent. Nicely done. Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
Get over here or I'm finished.
Nicely done.
Think you're bad, Mutie?
Good. Generating opponent.
I bet that hurt.
Generating opponent. Generating opponent. The course objectives were not achieved. You have failed.
They literally killed the last dude the exact same time I died. So much for being bulletproof, by the way.
You may now begin your course.
Hey, where are these?
Generating opponent. Again.
I guess we still need to destroy those boxes or whatever, so...
Generating opponent.
You ain't ready for pyro.
Good.
Not at all.
Time you freaks learned a lesson.
You lose.
Generating opponent. Superb.
So many dudes.
Generating opponent.
No!
A weird spot for that.
Opponent. Generating opponent. Good.
Time you freaks learned a lesson.
Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
You're finished.
Well done. Your course is now complete.
Hooray. Definitely didn't get time and damage there on that one, but that's not a surprise. Alright, let's equip those things on the guys there so we can get those out of the inventory. Let's equip beasts too.
Beast.
It's a beast. What else do we have? Magma and Colossus. That's it.
Magma. Colossus. Cyclops.
Sucks we don't have Cyclopses yet, but whatever. Hey, Baines. Not for much longer. Going through the danger room. Danger room.
The course is now active. Good luck.
Astral Plane is dangerous and unpredictable place. In this course, you must find and defend the Professor from minions of the Shadow King. Destroy all statues, take out as many shadow creatures as you can. Defeat 25 enemies, defeats 5 Astral Shadow 5 times, Astral Fury 5 times, defend Professor X, destroy all statues, complete within 20. Jesus.
Generating equipment.
Got it.
Superb. Generating equipment.
Combo! There's no stopping me now.
Combo!
Holy crap. We just like level up like...
Generating equipment.
How much experience are we getting on... Holy shit. 17,000 XP?
Combo!
Oh, I found a good grinding one. Holy shit.
Combo!
Score 1 for the Philippines.
Generating equipment. Generating
Alright, this is probably one I want to like lose on purpose.
Generating equipment.
What is with the XP they're giving us? My god, we just leveled up like 4 times.
Generating equipment.
Combo!
Generating
I feel as
equipment.
strong as a hurricane!
Generating
Combo!
equipment.
I thought you were tougher than that.
Generating equipment. Generating equipment.
Now I'm really ready for it.
Like level 28, like what the fuck?
Generating equipment.
Like 17,000 experience on one of these guys. Combo, combo, combo. Man, I should be getting combos on these 17,000 XP dudes.
30
These are those.
So sorry about that.
Generating equipment.
Combo!
Generating equipment.
I need help!
Generating equipment. The course objectives were not achieved.
Oh no, we only gained... What fucking XP did we get there? What the hell? That was insane. We leveled up like... We were like, what, 23 or something like that? Now we're like 28? Like, that was insane. Holy shit. We leveled up 6 times. Alright, I guess we're gonna get all these abilities now. Let's max out telekinetic combat. There you go, just maxed out psychic scream. Yeah, no kidding. Like, I don't know if that was a mistake. Where they made these guys drop like 117,000 experience. But I'll take it. No complaints from me. She's gonna do so much damage with her melee attacks. If I max this out, it'll be like 265 damage potentially. Not that she needs it. So my chain lightning, level 30 for that one. Max out leadership, I guess. Yeah, I keep forgetting to use those. Doesn't feel like I really need it most of the time. Legend Slash. It's a big jump in attack power. 450 to 550 physical damage. X this out. X this out. Don't feel like I ever need to use his, considering we have like so many on the other guys. Spectral Rage could be useful potentially. Right, that's what I figured. It's like I figured some of these later ones affect nearby teammates. Let's grab that. Let's get to level 30. Should be easy. $117,000 experience. What the?
You may now begin your course.
Got it.
Generating equipment.
Combo!
Generating equipment. Generating equipment.
Oh yeah!
Generating equipment.
Score one for the group.
Fantastic!
Generating equipment. Generating equipment. Generating equipment.
Combo!
Generating equipment. Generating equipment. Generating equipment.
There's no stopping me now!
Combo!
Should be level 30 now.
I thought you were tougher than that.
Generating equipment.
Fantastic!
Generating equipment.
Yes. Yes.
Combo!
Really sorry about that.
Combo!
Generating equipment.
Combo! Combo! Combo!
Generating equipment.
Combo!
Thanks
Generating
for playing.
equipment. You were unsuccessful in completing this course, but you may
Dang
repeat
it.
the course
Guess
whenever
we gotta
you
do that
choose.
one again. Shucks, we gotta do that one over and over. Whoops. I know why. I don't know what happened. Extreme power capacity increased to 4. Energy health pack increased to 25. Psychic Legend. Maybe in 10 tries. Maybe. Lightning Legend. Legend Slash. Gives him some extra striking as well. Legend Blast. Yeah. Once we hit level, 99.
The course is now active. Good luck. Generating equipment. Nicely done. Well done. Generating equipment. Generating equipment.
Phoenix Force!
Does less damage than her actual, normal attack.
Combo!
Generating equipment. Generating equipment. Right. Generating equipment. Generating equipment. Right. Excellent.
I need more power to do that.
Generating equipment.
Will do.
Generating equipment. Generating equipment. Generating equipment.
Yes.
You failed the course. You may
Dang
try
it.
again at any time.
Yeah, well, Professor Xavier was level 40, so... I was doing the objectives. I was trying to win, but, I just couldn't do it. I'm just not powerful enough, apparently.
The training course has loaded. You may commence. Generating equipment. Nicely done. Generating equipment.
Got it.
Combo!
Generating equipment. Generating equipment.
I thought you were tougher
Generating
than that.
equipment. Generating equipment.
Phoenix Force!
Super combo!
Super combo!
Generating equipment.
Phoenix Force!
Super combo!
Super combo!
Generating equipment.
32.
Generating
How
equipment.
far can we go?
Generating equipment.
Oh,
Generating equipment.
Who's next?
Generating equipment.
Combo!
Generating equipment.
Combo!
Generating equipment.
Combo!
Generating equipment. Generating
Professor's not going to survive this.
Combo!
Generating equipment. Generating equipment. You did not complete all objectives. You may repeat this
Professor
course at any
died.
time.
And we suck at this course. I don't know. I'm doing something wrong, obviously. Two more levels. That's when nearby allies. 14 striking, 14 agility for next tier. Yeah, I guess I need 2 points for that one. I guess I could just hold off, save my point. Yeah, let's add it. Well, it's only if I get a good combo with those like 17,000 XP dudes. I mean, they're like 117,000 experience.
The training course is activated.
You don't need to get a combo to make that amazing experience at this level.
Generating opponent.
Got it.
Right. Good. Generating opponent. Nicely done.
I'm not sure which ones are giving us that experience either.
Combo!
Generating opponent.
Oh, that one just got 15,000 bonus XP there.
Combo! Combo! Combo!
Super. Well done.
Combo!
Generating opponent.
It must be those astral, like these things here. It's probably what it is.
Generating opponent.
Yes.
Generating opponent.
Got it.
Generating opponent. Generating opponent. Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
Combo!
Score 1 for the good guy.
Generating not complete all objectives. You may repeat this course at any time.
You're definitely getting diminishing returns now for XP. Or rather, 17,000 XP is not a lot of XP at level 32, I guess.
The training course is activated. Begin. Generating opponent.
Yes.
Good job.
Optic
Will do.
range!
Generating opponent.
Attack my target!
Good. Generating opponent.
X-Men, close ranks.
Nicely done.
Okay.
Generating opponent.
Got it.
Combo!
Okay.
I need more power to do that.
Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
Probably get good money too, because they drop a lot of stuff. So
Generating opponent.
I should sell a bunch of this stuff and get tons of cash.
Combo!
Better.
Generating opponent.
Get my target.
Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
I'm on it.
Oh, so sorry about that.
Generating opponent. Generating
Use some
opponent.
help over here.
Combo!
Oh, what? No. Why did I accidentally do it? Ooh. 200,000 experience. I mean, I guess I can still do it, but I guess items won't drop, right? Oh, we didn't get extra credits. I guess we got to do it again. So if you just get 2 million bonus experience on top of what we just got. Yeah, so much for like doing it for like extra money though. Or no, yeah, extra money. Because items won't drop in the second playthrough. X-Men. A lot of them on this one. How many millions of experience are they going to give us on this one? 2 million XP. Like, they just want to get you level appropriate in that one. It just seems like that's the one. Yeah, I was working on this telekinetic shell, I guess. Just working on tornado. He's working on rage, I guess. He's working on this one, but need more points. One thing is for sure, we're definitely not going to have a problem with, you know, any of the opponents coming up in the next little while. I think we're going to, I mean, we're overpowered as it was before. Now we're just going to be broken when we just gained like 10 levels since the last time we had a mission. Like, what the actual hell? That would have been the worst one to miss. If I missed that disc there, holy crap.
The course is now active.
Then civilian. That won't be a problem.
Generating opponent.
Combo!
Generating opponent. Generating opponent. Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
Super Electron Defender. I really need... I should have sold my stuff.
Generating opponent.
Combo!
Generating opponent.
Blade of the North Star.
Combo!
Generating opponent.
Run while you got the chance.
Generating opponent.
Better luck next time.
Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
Let's keep together.
Okay. Yes.
You guys sure are taking a while to kill those dudes. Hey. Kill the civilians. Guys?
30
Use some
seconds.
help over here.
Generating opponent.
Wow, what the hell? These guys can't even kill them if they tried.
Generating opponent.
I'm on it.
Generating opponent.
Stay near me.
10
You were
seconds
unsuccessful
remain.
in completing
Thank you,
this
Jesus.
course.
But you may repeat the course whenever you choose.
These guys did not want to kill the civilians. I want like 30 seconds with like nobody guarding the civilians. And they weren't dying. Like, what the hell? Need to sell some shit. Because they're dropping... Oh, there we go. There's that Sabotage 402 we're missing. Survival 501. And do we miss all these too, or... Or if these show up in like later ones? I don't know if I should buy these ones? Because those are like new ones, right? Unless they only show up here. I'm gonna hold off on these two. Because these don't feel like ones I would have missed. So they might preemptively give it to us. How much is the grab bag now? 32,000. What the hell? Why did they keep jacking up the price in these grab bags? Bullshit. That for Magneto, just in case. This could be good for bosses. If anything, this is better than this. This is like 100 to 125 damage to energy attacks specifically. This one's like 80 to 100 damage versus mutants, which includes Magneto, I'm assuming. Afford a grab bag, just barely. Man, why the hell they jack up the prices on those so much? It's like one of those, like, if I wanted to get that Cyclops one, I definitely had to do it, like, early on. Now it's just, like, ridiculously expensive to buy those grab bags.
Hey, Pebbles. Long time no see.
What have you been doing?
All this waiting around gets me a little on edge, so I was in the danger room letting off some steam. Nothing like a good scrap to clear the head.
How many walls did you destroy?
Do you think we're partially responsible for all this trouble?
What? You mean Magneto being free?
Well, yeah. The X-Men could have stopped him at the Arbiter, but we didn't.
Kiddo, our #1 responsibility is to help people. Mutants and humans alike. Saving lives on the Arbiter was way more important than capturing Magneto. But don't worry, Allison. Magneto will get his in the end.
How'd you learn to fight so well, Wolverine?
Simple. I'm the best at what I do.
That is breaking walls.
See you, Wolverine.
See you around, kiddo.
Sabotage 402. So we got all the ones except for the Rogue and very likely Cyclops one here. I don't know where this one was. I mean, I obviously missed it, but... yeah. 12,800 hours. So many hours. Yep, Steve Blum is really good at what he does.
The training course is activated. Begin.
Teen enemies destroy all ladders.
Got it. Generating opponent.
This ain't over.
Superb. Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
We're
going to lose. Nicely done. Generating opponent. Ten seconds remaining.
I thought you were tougher
Generating
than that.
opponent. Well done. Your course is now complete.
Do we not like get maximum Just restart and go for the ladders. We're going to kill the enemies naturally anyways. 800 hours ago? No idea.
The course is now active. Good luck. Generating opponent. Nicely done. Again. 30 seconds remaining. Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
Okay.
Combo!
Generating opponent. Well done. Your course is now complete.
If I had to, like, manually have her attack to murder everything. Really was nip nip. Defend 101 or 501. I didn't even look at the other team members. They gotta all be over level 30 at this point too.
The training course has loaded. You may commence. Generating opponent.
Look out!
Generating opponent.
Combo!
Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
Combo!
Generating opponent.
Combo!
Generating
Combo!
opponent.
Incoming!
Combo!
Generating opponent.
Mutants do fall down.
Generating opponent.
Combo!
Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
Rousing mutant!
Generating opponent.
There's so many items dropping before, now I'm like getting no items.
Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
Better luck next time.
Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
She does like 300
Generating
physical,
opponent.
300 damage with her
30
fists.
seconds Generating opponent.
Combo!
Generating opponent.
Who's next?
Generating opponent. 10 seconds remaining. Generating opponent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All objectives have been successfully achieved. Course is now complete. Well done.
105,000 experience. Yeah, we got 2 million experience with the last thing. I don't think these ones are going to be giving us as much XP, except maybe like the, whatever the graduation exam is on this one. Pokemon Coliseum. That doesn't feel like that was not long ago that I played Pokemon Coliseum. Generating opponent.
You may now begin your course. Generating opponent.
Combo!
Generating opponent.
200 or 27,000 XP here.
Generating a point.
Not like 117,000, but
tougher than that.
Generating a point. Excellent. Generating a point.
Combo!
Generating a point. All objectives have been successfully achieved. Course is now complete. Well done.
One Colosseum had red battle theme, yeah. But I mean, there's only one battle theme too, so that's kind of eh. Need some variety. Like, this game here has a good variety for the music. Like practically everywhere you go, you get a different battle theme.
The training course has loaded. You may commence. Generating a point. Good job. Generating a point. Generating a point.
Better luck next time.
Generating a point. Generating a point.
Combo!
Generating a point.
Next time, you ain't getting up.
Generating a point. Generating a point. An excellent job. You have completed all course objectives.
Hooray. 1 million? Yeah, 1 million XP. So these give us some XP, but nothing compared to the I'm really curious what the graduation one on this one's gonna give us. It's probably gonna be just as crazy, if not crazier. So we're definitely getting closer to the end, considering we're like on the X-Men difficulty. There's only like one more tier of danger room, so this one's almost guaranteed to be done next stream. Unless there's a lot more and they stop giving you like upgrades. I mean, we just got a massive power boost by just doing those. I wonder what Magman's gonna be like now. After X-Men's gonna be Shadowheart's Covenant. That one's gonna be a fun one.
Hello, Allison. What can I do for you?
What are you doing, Cerebro?
What are you doing with Cerebro?
I've been viewing the astral plane, trying to see what Shadow King has done with Charles.
What have you found?
Nothing. The astral plane is in a tremendous amount of upheaval. I've never seen anything like it before.
That's Legend. Legend is the last tier.
So Shadow King really hates Professor X, huh?
Shadow King despises Charles with every fiber of his being.
Why?
Because Shadow King is an insatiable egomaniac. Years ago, he was bested by Charles in a battle on the astral plane, and Shadow King would never let that go unanswered.
First actual PS2 one. Oh, the first one didn't feel like a PS1 game in any way.
Do you think the professor will survive?
Nope.
My dear, never, ever count out Charles Xavier. He's a man of amazing strength and fortitude. He survived the impossible more than once. I'm counting on him to do so again.
Good luck with Cerebro.
Thank you, dear. I'll not rest until Charles is set free.
She's not even. I just noticed Magma's not even level 30. I can always take in like the B teams over to the to that mission to get them to like level 32 or whatever. It seems like level 32 is pretty much where it levels off 32, 33. After that, I don't even check how much experience I need to next level, but it's probably a huge amount if 11,000 experience per kill isn't getting us up there. Shadow Hearts 1 save format saves 2 separate save files of 8 kilobytes each. I never noticed that.
Hello, Allison.
How's the professor doing?
His vital signs dropped slightly this morning, but he's stabilized now.
Bet that small change worries you.
Yes, it does. I'm not sure how long the human body can live without a mind, and I have no idea how long the mind can exist without a body. I'm afraid if we don't do something soon, we'll lose the professor forever.
Found that out after your Shadow Hearts Retro Achievements disaster? You had to send to save files to your Retro Achievements dev? Oh yeah? What was the disaster? How bad did it mess you up?
Are you as uncomfortable as I am about using her mutant powers?
Let me guess. You're afraid of losing control.
Well, you know that time I lost control in the danger room? A part of me liked it. Maybe a little too much. I'm afraid I might change if it happens again.
You mean
87 achievements once, yeah.
To the Phoenix if I overextend myself.
Can imagine.
Yes.
It's like, somebody just got all the achievements in a split second.
It teaches self.
Clearly not cheating.
What was it like, turning into the Phoenix?
It was terrible and wonderful at the same time. I've never felt such raw power, such confidence I could do anything. But at the same time, I felt so out of control. All that energy consumed me. It turned me into a monster.
Probably activated every red flag in the system.
I'm afraid you'll transform into the Phoenix again?
There's always that chance, Allison. But I take it a day at a time and resist those urges that could lead me down the path to the Phoenix.
Yep.
I wish I had that kind of self-control.
You're a strong person, Allison. Continue to train in the danger room, and I'm sure you'll have no troubles with control.
Take good care of Professor Xavier.
I will, Allison. I promise.
Because Ileana's gone outside now. She's gone outside to see the sun. Oh, wait. No more sun for Ileana. Should have given her the chance when she had time. There's the astral plane projector thingy. Which doesn't do anything.
Ah, welcome, young Allison.
Danger room where the safe word is banana.
What are you working on?
I'm attempting to devise a means by which the X-Jet will be able to circumvent the shields around Asteroid M. As yet, I have been entirely unsuccessful.
What's that piece of equipment over there?
That is the Astral Gate. Cyclops and Wolverine acquired it during their excursion to the Weapon X labs.
What's it do?
It's an interesting piece of technology based on psychic mutant powers. I believe it will allow non-psychics to travel to the astral plane.
Oh, wow! Could we use this to save Professor X?
A most intriguing idea, Allison.
Yeah, it's super convenient that we got this astral gate thing just after the professor got his mind zapped. Not that Jean Grey by herself couldn't just like single-handedly handle
Goodbye, Beast.
whatever his name is.
I hope to see you again soon, Allison.
Of course, he's probably like resistant to the psychic anyways, so he wouldn't be that powerful against them. Only 50% as powerful. And alright, it just looked really pretty. I like the pink glow that was casting on everything. Fantastic idea, Allison. Alright. We talked to everybody. Let's make a save here. Save the game. And we'll pause the timer. And yeah, it's a good time to call it there for tonight. Definitely don't have time to do another mission, but definitely feels like we're getting near the end. If we're getting that close to the danger room. There's probably like, I don't know, definitely another stream at least, but probably not much more than that. So yeah, call it every night. So next stream should be next day off, Friday, I believe. Yeah, so Friday will be the next stream. We'll finish that off then. I don't know how much longer it's going to take. It's probably not going to be a full stream considering, you know, how much left is of the danger room there is, considering we did like 2/4, like one half of it today, so we'll see. But yeah, back on then. In the meantime, though, thanks everybody for watching. Everybody has a fantastic week. Now I'll catch you on Friday. Hopefully nobody you know, burns off their retinas tomorrow. So careful looking at the sun. Careful when driving. And yeah, we'll see you on Friday. So let's see who's online there we can raid up before we head out. It's 09. I got Crayson on playing some Lunar 2, Eternal Blue Complete. Nice game. So we'll raid up Crayson. We'll go from there. So see you guys on Friday. Bye for now, guys.